Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Michael.
No.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight. Tonight, we are going over the Digivolutions of the original Digi-Destined. So, the original 8 Digi-Destined. But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can enjoy the show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms if you'd like to support the channel, or you can check out buymeacoffee.com/KOE podcast. But let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, so last week we went over the Digi-Destined.
What the fuck is this first one?
So we went over the Digi-Destined, but today we're going to go over their actual partners. So there's 8 different sets of Digimon. We have the Agumon line, we have the Gabumon line, the Gomamon line, the Palmon line, the Biomon line, Patamon line, the Tailmon line, and I'm probably missing one, but okay. There's 8 of them. There's 8 of them total. So the first one we have, and you have pictures to them, are the Agumon line. The first one is Bodamon up there in the top left corner.
The little cat looking one?
Yeah.
That's like Hello Kitty.
That is
if Hello Kitty was black. I'm just saying.
Trying to get that shocking level. That is a baby level Digimon.
Baby level.
Yep. Bodamon is a digital monster that is born just recently. On the surface, its slime-shaped body. It has thick black fuzz. It is unable to battle as it has just been born, but it can produce bubble-like objects from its mouth to intimidate its enemies. Its attribute is data, so it's not a virus Digimon. It's about 30 centimeters high, and its attack is acid bubble.
Jesus.
So it creates little acid bubbles. The next one beside it is...
Oh, yeah, this pink one used to do bubbles too, didn't he?
Yep, Koromon. Koromon is the next Digivolution up. He's an in-training Digimon. And I'm going to... all the levels that I use are going to be American levels and not Japanese levels. Because otherwise they have different names. So, for an American, it would be Merc.
This is America.
Merc. Koromon is an in-training Digimon. He is a tiny Digimon that shed the fuzz covering its surface and whose body grew even bigger. Although it has been able to move around more actively, it is still unable to battle. It can produce bubbles from its mouth to intimidate its opponents.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying. Yeah, bubbles. It's like, oh shit, we gotta go.
It has the attribute of data. It's about a foot high. So it's a...
Really?
Yeah.
That was like a beach ball size.
1 foot.
It's tiny as fuck.
Yep. And it has the attack either bubble or soft tackle.
Soft tackle?
Yep. Next one we have in the Digivolution is actual Agumon.
Oh, the OG.
The original, the one that everybody should know by now. Agumon. A reptile Digimon who has the appearance resembling a small dinosaur. It has grown and become able to walk on 2 legs. Its strength is weak as it is still in the process of growing.
It's grown to walk on... Yeah, we didn't have legs to learn in the last one.
Right.
It makes it sound like it just practiced and then now it can walk.
But it has a fearless and rather ferocious personality. Hard, sharp claws grow from both of its hands and feet, and their power is displayed in battle. It also foreshadows an evolution into the great and powerful Digimon that it will become. Its special move is spitting a fiery breath from its mouth to attack its opponent. Its attribute is vaccine.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Instead of being there out of the attributes, there's data, vaccine, and virus. He's a vaccine attribute. He stands 3.2 feet tall.
As tall as I am.
Big head. And has the attack Pepper Breath.
Pepper Breath.
It also has a couple of subspecies. So there's Agumon Black, Toy Agumon, and Clear Agumon.
So he can be black.
Uh-huh.
Because he came out black.
He came out the egg black.
And all of a sudden he's yellow.
Next up is the champion form, Greymon. A Digimon whose cranial skin has hardened so that it is covered in a bug-like shell on its head.
Yeah, that's always been cool.
It is extremely aggressive Digimon, with a body like a lethal weapon covered in sharp claws and gigantic horns. However, it is highly intelligent, and if you're able to tame it, then there probably isn't a monster as strong. Its special move, a Mega Flame, is spewed extremely high temperature flames from its mouth, reducing everything to ashes. Attribute of Vaccine, stands at about 49 feet tall. Attacks are Nova Blast and Great Horn. An alternate Digivolution for it is Tyrannomon.
It's another form?
It's a different Digivolution. So, Agumon can also Digivolve into Tyrannomon.
That red one? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like that's another tree branch.
Same species. Okay.
Right, but the true Digivolution for Agumon is Greymon.
Okay.
Next one we have is Metal Greymon. Cyborg Digimon, which has mechanized more than half of its body. However, Perfect Metal Greymon are cyborg Digimon that succeed in evolving from Agumon and draw out a stronger power. In order to evolve into Metal Greymon, it must fight its way through and defeat the formidable opponents who come against it. Also, Metal Greymon's offensive power is said to be equal to that of a singular nuclear warhead.
Jesus.
And if it likes a low-level Digimon suffering that blow, it would be annihilated without leaving a trace. Its special moves are its trident arm, made from enhanced Digizoid metal, and firing its Giga Destroyer or organic missiles from the hatch on its chest. In addition, it can also send out a high-temperature energy wave from the firing ports on its chest as well. It is attributed as a Vaccine, stands at about 65 to 98 feet.
So as I am.
Attacks are Giga Destroyer and Metal Slash. It also has an alternate Digivolution.
The good old skeleton, whatever the fuck you call them.
Skull Greymon.
Skull Greymon.
Yep.
The most horrific shit I've ever seen as a child.
And if Agumon had Digivolved into Tyrannomon, it can become Black Tyrannomon.
Black again.
If it goes down that path.
That's wild. I just realized I remember that he can become the red one, but I remember much after that.
Yeah,
there was a bunch of red ones that he would fight all the time.
Yeah, those are champion level.
Yeah.
And when it digivolves to the ultimate form, Tyrannomon specifically becomes Black Tyrannomon. And the mega level, we have War Greymon, the strongest dragon warrior whose body is clad in armor of the super metal Digizoid.
Also, the only one that covers his dick.
Yeah.
But what I see here, the rest of them are just fucking swinging.
It is the ultimate form of a dragon Digimon. Though it differs from the gigantic feature seen in the Greymon series Digimon previously, it has the form of a man type shape to it. It has rapidly improved its speed and power, and it is likely impossible to defeat it with the attacks of a perfect Digimon. The Draymon Killers, which are its claws, equipped to both of its arms, exhibit immense power against dragon-style Digimon, while simultaneously being double-edged swords that put its own life at risk, since they're not that long.
Yeah.
Also, when the shells equipped on its back unite into one, they become the Brave Shield, which is a shield of the strongest toughness, made out of Chrome Digizoid as well. It is said that the moment that a true hero among veteran warriors awakens to its own mission, it evolves into a War Greymon. Its special move is taking all the energy within the atmosphere and concentrating it into one spot, then firing it as an extremely dense, high-temperature energy shot, Nova Force. In addition, it has Brave Tornado, in which it unites the Draymon Killers on its arms.
We don't like tornadoes around here.
And pierces the enemy by charging at them while rapidly spinning. Like a drill bit.
Oh yeah, he does do that.
You seen that video last, when I was over here last, with Charizard versus Greymon?
Yeah, where he fucking kills him.
With the Draymon Killers, it goes right through. His attribute is Vaccine. He stands at 10 feet tall. His main attacks are Nova Force, Draymon Tornado. His alternate Digivolution, if you were to go up the other tree with Tyrannomon, is Black War Greymon.
Oh, that's cool.
Where his whole armor and everything is all black.
So it's pretty much Iron Man and War Machine.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
It's like dinosaur Iron Man.
Yeah. In Digimon Adventure 2, Black War Greymon was one of the main protagonists. Not protagonist.
Antagonist?
Antagonist.
Oh,
yeah. Started
cool.
the entire thing. And then he eventually grows a heart.
What is he? The Grinch?
Kind
So I
of.
finally grew a heart.
Well, he's like depressed the entire time because he doesn't know what his purpose is.
Oh,
And Agumon,
I feel that.
Agumon tries to talk to him since Agumon has already digivolved into a War Greymon.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "You can do it."
Pepper breath. Yeah, pepper breath right in his face.
Next one we have is the Gabumon line.
Yay. One of my favorites.
We start off with
What the fuck?
Punimon.
It's like a dildo. Like a dildo base with 3 dildos. And then a sharper dildo on the next one.
Punimon.
Oh, God.
Punimon is a new kind of newborn Digimon. Its gelatinous red body is squishy, and there are 3 filler things growing out of its head. It is unable to battle, but it can produce resilient acidic bubbles to intimidate its opponent.
Always with the bubbles.
Attribute is data, stands at 30 centimeters high, and attacks are bubbles.
37. This is almost as big as my dick. I'm actually not sure what 37 is. Like fucking 2 inches.
Just telling everybody, it's like, yep, it's a 1-incher.
It's a shower and a grower. Imagine a dick so like with one size that even when it's hard, it's soft. Or no, like the same length, hard and soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
I'm sure that exists.
A dick that's just like it's the same size, hard and soft.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
it exists.
Kind of want to see it now, then,
Oh, God.
because it would make no sense.
And next one is Tunomon, a tiny Digimon that hardened one of the fillers on its head
No kidding.
from Punimon. It has accomplished a more animal-like evolution and is covered in tuffy body hair. It is still at its peak playfulness, and it has a prank-loving personality. But
Yeah, it loves to spear you clean in the heart.
Yeah, that's how it pranks you, bro.
It's just a prank, bro. Fucking just laying there dead.
But its combat instinct has not awakened yet. Its attribute is data, stands at 1 foot tall. It's an attack of a bubble. Next one is Gabumon.
Gabumon.
Although it is covered by a fur pelt, it is clearly a reptile Digimon. And due to its extremely timid and shy personality, it always gathers up data which others leave behind and shapes it into a fur pelt to wear. Because it is wearing the fur pelt of Garurumon, who is feared by other Digimon, it fills the role of safeguarding itself as a result of protecting its body. When it is wearing the fur pelt, its personality does a complete 180 shift. Its special move is Petite Fire. In the anime, which
Well, that's confusing. So it's not.
it's shy, but whenever it has the fur on, it's got more courage.
So, but would it, if it didn't have the fur, would it not be? It would not evolve into a Garurumon?
More than likely, no.
That's wild. So it's pretty much mind over matter.
Yeah,
Okay, that's crazy.
and that's how every Garurumon is.
So they only because the lizard thinks it's Garurumon, it becomes Garurumon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind over matter. In the anime, he is soft-spoken and rather shy and has a kind heart. He is extremely loyal to his friends, especially Yamamoto or Matt, and would follow him through everything, even if he doesn't agree with his partner's actions. However, he knows when to put his foot down when things go too far. And that's the representation in the anime specifically. Attribute of Vaccine stands at 2.5 feet tall, and attack is Blue Blaster. One of the most famous of all the, along with Pepper Breath. Blue Blaster. Digivolves into his champion level of Garurumon. Covered in blue, white, and silver-colored fur, it is a beast Digimon with an appearance resembling a wolf. The fur is as hard as steel, which is said to be a legendary rare material, and since the blades growing from the tips of its shoulders have sharp edges, anything that touches them is cut to pieces. As it possesses a furious combat instinct and muscles honed in freezing lands, as well as a carnivore-like agility and accuracy to reliably bring down its targets. It is a being feared by other Digimon. However, it is extremely intelligent, and it faithfully obeys those who recognize whom it recognizes as its master or leader. Its special move is blue high-temperature flame spewed from its mouth. Attribute is Vaccine, stands at 13 foot tall. Attack is Howling Blaster. Next we have Wary Garurumon.
My favorite. That one and Piximon.
That and Piximon.
quite the opposites, huh? In appearance.
A Beastman Digimon that evolved from Garurumon and gained the ability to walk on two legs. Its speed dropped as a result of turning bipedal.
Somehow found some brass knuckles somewhere and a pair of pants.
But it became a commando type Digimon with stronger offensive and defensive power, as well as developed a tactical nature. Its kicking techniques, which it unleashes using the leg strength it retained from when it was a Garurumon, are quite strong, and its jumping ability contends for first or second place among Digimon.
Damn.
Also, it is fiercely loyal and has a reliable nature, faithfully executing any task ordered by its master. Its special move is cutting the opponent to pieces with the sharp claws on both of its hands, called Kaiser Nail. Attribute is Vaccine, stands at 8 foot 7 inches. Attacks are Wolf
Jesus,
Claw.
I don't know if it was that tall. I don't remember him being that tall.
Yep.
God dang.
8 foot 7. Attacks are Wolf Claw and Garuru Kick. And kick the shit out of you. And last we have in the Mega level, we have Metal Garurumon.
I hate this one.
I still think it should be first.
Yeah, it's stupid. That should be the ultimate, and the other one should be where Garurumon should be the Mega. But whatever.
Metal Garurumon, the final form of Garurumon, powered up by metallizing almost its entire body. Not only has it retained its natural keenness when it underwent metallization, but it can also pulverize the opponent with countless weapons concealed throughout his body. It radiates invisible lasers from the 4 laser sights on the tip of its nose, and because it's able to analyze the targets before using all those sensors, it is impossible to escape Metal Garurumon, even when among the darkness outside of its field of vision. Also, it can release beam-shaped wings from its arms extending from its back, allowing it to fly at extremely high speeds. Its special move is spewing cold air at extremely low temperatures that completely freezes everything, called Cocytus Breath. Anyone that suffers this attack has their vital functions instantly brought to a halt. In addition, it wipes out the opponent with its Garuru Tomahawk, in which it launches a gigantic missile called a Freeze Bomber from its chest, and Grace Cross Freezer, in which it fires all weapons at once.
Jesus.
Attribute is Vaccine type, stands at 22 foot tall. Attacks are Metal Wolf Claw, Ice Wolf Bite, and Giga Missile. So it's got a fuck ton of weapons. And if an extra one is that if Metal Garurumon and War Greymon digivolved together, they became Omegamon.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That little fusion dance they do?
Kind of.
Cool.
But they can actually become a mega level Digimon that surpasses both.
Just Mega Ultimate.
A Prime Ultimate, yeah. Next we have the Biomon line, or in Japanese, the Piomon.
Oh, I remember the Ultimate one. I forgot about how cool that one was.
Yeah. We start off with Nyokimon.
A drop of semen.
A seed Digimon.
No, it's a drop of
A seed Digimon whose body surface is covered in transparent tissue. Its real body can be confirmed to be within the transparent skin. It is thought that it is perhaps a subspecies of Bodamon, the first one that we've seen, whose appearance transformed in a herbaceous body. For that reason, it is not only a plant species Digimon, but it also has the potential to evolve into dragon species Digimon and the like. Its personality is extremely gentle, so it has a timid face. Its offensive ability is non-existent, so it flings the popping seeds of its seed cracker.
Just throw semen right in your face.
Then while the opponent is surprised, it quickly flees.
I'd be like, oh, what the f-? I'd be surprised too. He's not be like Randy Marsh. Is that cum?
It has no attribute. It stands at 6 inches tall. So it's a little bitty Digimon. And its attack is Seed Cracker.
And some guys be like, that's a decent sized Digimon, sir. That's even above average.
See, I could be really stereotypical and give you the Japanese pronunciation of Seed Cracker because that's what it shows. Seedle Cracker.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not going to be.
Jesus.
Alrighty, so that's the baby level. In training is Picomon, a bulb-type lesser Digimon that with a large flower blooming from its head. It is able to move by skillfully operating its root-like tentacles, and with its lightness, it can rise into the air, but only to a small height. As it is brimming with curiosity, it is restlessly stirring, and its appearance seems very cute. It has a habit of living together in flocks, and it is said that due to grouping, the flocks will grow from a few to a few hundred.
They're just straight fucking.
Attribute is Data. Stands at 2 foot tall, including the little flower pieces on top. So otherwise, it'd probably be closer to about a foot tall like the other two.
Okay.
Because of the ball shape that it's got. Its attacks are bubbles.
Dude, all their attacks seem to be bubbles. Is
In training.
what it sounds like.
Yeah, it is. that's how they defend
Which, if
themselves.
we're going by Pokemon standards, bubbles is strong as fuck.
I know, if we're going like with
Or
Squirtle,
Squirtle, yeah. You could drown another Pokemon in bubbles.
just destroy them.
Just throw them down their throat, their fucking lungs explode.
Alrighty, next one we have is Biomon, or in Japanese, Piomon. So they changed the B to a P.
Piomon?
Uh-huh.
Just piston everywhere.
Biomon, a chick Digimon whose wings have developed to become like arms. It is able to dexterously operate its wings and use them to grip objects, but for that reason, it is poor at flying in the air. It usually lives on the ground, but when danger draws near, it escapes by flying away. However, since its flying ability is on the same level as Botamon, it sees Patamon as its rival. Its dream is to someday be Birdramon, who can fly freely in the sky, and it seems it doesn't want to become I cannot read what that says.
Is that one that's like censored?
Oh, Cockatriamon.
Oh god.
The rooster.
Yeah, that rooster thing.
Yeah, it doesn't want to become Cockatriamon, who cannot fly at all. As its personality is to be brimming over with curiosity. It loves to peck at the head portion of enemies. Its special move is ethereal flames or magic fire. Its attribute is Vaccine, stands at 2 foot 7 inches, and its attack is Spiral Twister. Next we have up in the Digivolution, the champion level Birdramon.
This one that was always on fire?
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. A giant bird Digimon.
But wait, wasn't it like they couldn't climb it though? Did they ride it too?
Yeah, I don't think it burns like...
Fire?
It's kind of like Rapidash. You know how Rapidash from Pokemon doesn't burn those it likes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
Okay.
A giant bird Digimon, which has the appearance shrouded in blazing flames. It is a Digimon that was generated. God, what the hell is up with this? Whatever. It flaps its gigantic wings and flies around the sky. Although its personality is in no way combative, it unleashes counterattacks using attack against attacking enemies to a furious degree. Its special move, it's flapping its wings and hurling its feathers like meteors. Meteor Wing is the attack name. Vaccine attribute, height, it stands at 14 foot, and its attack is Meteor Wing. So it basically flings its feathers down at you since they're on fire. It's like fucking meteors just coming down at you.
Just starting forest fires everywhere.
Pretty much, yeah.
Smokey the Bear's like, son of a bitch, here she is again.
It's like, damn it.
My sworn enemy.
Smokey the Bear's enemy. Ultimate level is Garudamon.
Fucking banging character design on this one.
A birdman Digimon that has gigantic talons and wings that let it dance freely through the sky. Garudamon honors justice and order. It is a guardian deity of the land and wind that loves nature. Its intelligence and combative ability are the highest among bird Digimon. And it is admired due to it being said that only chosen Digimon can evolve into it. Because to evolve to that, you had to have a crest.
Oh.
One of the crest to actually digivolve to it. It is thought that if the order of the digital world is disturbed, it will suddenly appear out of nowhere and quell the source of the unrest. Also, it is matchless friends with the hero Sora, who possesses the same will. Its special move is unleashing a vacuum blade at super speed, chopping up the opponent with Shadow Wing. Because of the speed of the Shadow Wing's residue, its true shape cannot be confirmed, and it is only seen as a silhouette shape of a black bird.
Damn.
Attribute is Vaccine, stands at 19 foot tall. Attack is Shadow Wing. Basically a vacuum of space, though. Just like destroy everything. This is one that you probably haven't seen too often.
No,
I think it only appeared a few times and not in the original.
That rookie wanted to fly so bad it got 4 wings on this one.
Yeah. This one is known as Phoenixmon, or in Japanese, Ho'omon.
They just took Pokemon.
But they had this before Pokemon.
Okay.
So you ain't got to worry. This is before the Pokemon. A holy Digimon that possesses 4 wings that shine gold. It is the head of all bird Digimon.
So bright like a dime.
And it is said to be one that presides over holy species Digimon. While it is in the ultimate form of beast Digimon, Ho'omon is the ultimate form of bird Digimon. As a proof that it is a holy species Digimon, it draws holy power from where it holds its 2 holy rings. So it's got 2 holy rings on its body.
Where? I didn't like how I said like on its body. Where on its body?
I think you can actually see them.
Oh, the ones on its feet?
Yeah.
Where's the other one? I just see one.
Yeah, it's cock.
It's a cock ring.
And it is understood that the power possessed by Phoenixmon is unfathomable. Its special move is solemnly flapping its 4 wings, causing it to rain golden grains, starlight explosion. It is said that those who suffer this technique have all of their wickedness purified. Attribute Vaccine. Attacks are Starlight Explosion, Crimson Flame, Flaming Wing. So it's got 3 different attacks that it uses.
They should go with 4 because it's got 4 wings.
It's only got the 3 main attacks, so...
Fucked up on that one.
Next, we move over to the Tentamon line. Tentamon.
Good Jesus, I forgot how fucking grotesque its evolutions were.
Just the looks like, oh god.
Got some fucking mouths on them.
Yeah.
I've seen the last one, the Mega form, but only in like a card form. Mm-hmm. Never seen it in live action, or not in animation, I mean.
Yeah, they actually did. They did surprisingly give it an animation to it. So the Tentamon line, we start off with Bubmon. Although it looks like just a pale green bubbles at first glance, it is a bubble Digimon that can move freely and express a plethora of facial expressions. Because its surface is not yet hardened, its defensive power is non-existent, and it is equally unsuited for combat. From the portion that looks like a pacifier head in its mouth, it generates tiny bubbles and proliferates them infinitely. As for this proliferation, at one point it started using its bubbles for simple development. But because its life force was too weak, that was unfortunately never implemented. Although its life is fleeting, it is a lovable Digimon baby that lives earnestly. Its specialty is escaping while the intruder's movement is restricted by its adhesive bubbles it generates within its body. So it has no attribute, it's 7 inches tall, and its attack is adhesive bubble. Catch you in the fucking adhesive. Alrighty, next up from there we have the in-training level, Mochimon.
How this one looks compared to how it turns out is way different. You would not think. It looks like it would be Piximon's, first form.
I think Piximon can evolve from Tentamon, though.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So his name is Mochimon. Possessing elastic skin, it is a soft-bodied Digimon that uses the protuberances on the underside of its body to toddle about. It came to be called Mochimon from inflating its body when it gets all worked up, causing it to look like a mochi. If you're familiar with a mochi, it's the Japanese little snack made from rice, where it's like elastic.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
I promise it's not bad. But that's where it gets its name, because it's malleable. So... However, as a result of having great intellect that couldn't begin to be imagined from its appearance, Its origin is conjectured to derive from a computer's dictionary feature. It understands human languages, and it's sometimes seen freely deforming its body like trying to return communications. It produces mochi-like elastic bubbles to restrict the opponent's movement. Attribute is data, stands at 1 foot 3 inches, and its attack is bubble.
Quite the tall one compared to the other ones.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of height to it.
Yeah.
Next level, we have rookie level, Tintamon.
I always like this one.
Tintamon.
I think I'm fucking terrible.
The original type of insect Digimon who, although has a hard shell, still has low aggression. It has 1 hard claw on each of its forelegs and 4 on each of its middle and hind legs, and in particular, the middle legs are able to skillfully grasp objects just like a human hand. Although the other insects at its evolution level only possess fighting spirit, it still remains its naturally friendly sentiments and displays its carefree way of life by doing things like sniffing the scent of flowers and napping in the shade of trees. Its special move, which it possesses just in case, is hurling static electricity that it amplifies with its wings. Attribute is vaccine, stands at 1 foot 6 inches, so it only gains 3 inches in height from its in training form, and its attack is super shocker. In the anime, Tintamon is an intelligent and curious Digimon, much like his human partner, Izzy. Though he is not absorbed in the pursuit of knowledge and has a high level of emotional intelligence. He is a very polite Digimon. The only one of the original 8 to use honorifics for his partner and others.
That's cool.
So he uses like that Chan and Kun things that the rest of them.
Senpai!
I think he actually does use that once. Or Sensei. Champion level is Kabuterimon.
Kabuterimon.
So you remember that.
With a fucking samurai helmet.
Yeah. A fairly unique insect Digimon, even among newly discovered Digimon. The details of how it evolved
It's got a big ass dick. It's a Thor. It's a
Thor.
It's a pincer. But I mean, like they placed it right.
The details of how it digivolved into an insect type is unclear, but it has both ant-like power and the flawless defensive ability possessed by a beetle. Its personality is the epitome of an insect's, and because it only possesses the instincts for survival, it has no intelligence or anything similar. It swoops down on hostile virus Digimon without mercy. Its head has been metallized and boasts the defense of an iron wall. Its special move is Mega Blaster. Attribute is Vaccine, stands at 16 foot, and attacks are Electroshocker and Beetle Horn. Next one that we have is Mega Kabuterimon, the ultimate level. An evolution of Kabuterimon that was discovered within the tropical region of the digital forests. It is almost 1.5 times Kabuterimon size, and is quite large among insect Digimon. It is the same species as Blue Mega Kabuterimon, and similarly, the strength of its horn, which is its main weapon, has soared. But this type of Mega Kabuterimon seems to have surpassed it in the ability to fly. Also, muscular tissue that appears at the base of its forelimbs, so its grappling ability has also improved. Its behavior, with the exception of its survival instincts, have been observed to consist of protecting the weak. And there are even times when its behavior has appeared knight-like. Its special move is stabbing the opponent with its gigantic horn. But it's knight-like. It's just so friendly.
I'll protect you and just start stabbing everybody.
Attribute of Vaccine. Height, it stands at 23 feet tall. Attacks are Horn Buster, which is an energy attack, and Mega Blaster. Last up in this Digivolution line, we have Hercules Kabuterimon.
The most fucking completely 180 of all of them.
And gold.
Yeah. He just looks like an enemy.
Looks like an enemy.
Yeah. Not cuddly in any way, shape, or form.
Alrighty, so an ultimate insect Digimon that evolved with the data of Kabuterimon and Kowagamon Digimon. It has a gigantic horn and scissors, and it is said that it can form perfectly compensates for the weakness of the other 2 types of Digimon, which have opposing natures. Its body shines gold and has regained the strength and the flying ability. which Mega Kabuterimon has lost. So it rushes about the Digiworld at supersonic speeds.
Jeez, imagine this motherfucker coming down on you.
Yeah. Having now accomplished this mega level Digivolution, there are probably a few beings who can rival Hercules Kabuterimon. Its special move is an enhanced version of Mega Blaster. There isn't anyone who won't be annihilated by the technique.
Huh.
Vaccine attribute stands at 32 feet tall. Attack is Mega Electroshocker and Giga Scissor Claw.
Just a Giga Chat, huh?
Kinda. Tentomon can also digivolve into Coagamon, which is the first monster that attacks him in the original series. That red flying insect.
Huh.
So yeah, it can also digivolve into that. Next, we go into the Gomamon line, the little seal-looking.
Oh yeah.
Gomamon. A seal. We start off with let's see here. We start off with Pitchmon.
So looking at this, it looked like they would evolve slowly into each of these.
Yeah.
But the other one's kind of just like randomly picked designs for the first.
Until you get to the rookie level.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has the smallest size of among many of the Digimon.
It looks like a fetus.
Since it seems to be living with nothing but emotions. Its behavior changes very frequently. Since it is extremely full of curiosity, it greatly wishes to communicate with the outside world, but as of yet, no means to do so have been found. However, it is a Digimon baby that is loved by everyone due to its big, bright red eyes, which are charming enough to shake the opponent's feelings.
Which all he's seen things. Horrible things.
I know the look on its
Yeah.
like,
It's like, what have I seen?
It spits out soap-like bubbles from its mouth and binds the opponent's eyes. Then flees.
That way you don't have to see the things that I've seen.
Kind of, yeah. It stands at 11 inches tall. Its attacks are bubble blow, not just bubble. It blows the bubbles at you. You do not want to see this stuff. Next one we have Pukamon. Although it has the appearance which is thought to be in the infancy of an aquatic dinosaur, it is the funny Digimon that moves as clever as a seahorse. However, the friendly personality it has totally vanished, and it quickly flees if others approach. Its outer skin cannot yet bear the water pressure and low temperature of the deep sea, so the length of time it can dive to the deep sea is not very long. Attribute is Data, stands at 1.5 foot tall, and its attacks are Froth Bubble. So from the things it's seen, it can make froth now.
Just frothing at the mouth.
Next level up from there, we have the rookie level, Gomamon, the little friendly Digimon.
His fucking arms about to fall off from the veins.
A marine beast Digimon that became able to move on land, and it is covered in temperature-maintaining fur. The short white fur that covers its body gets longer as it grows, and furthermore, it's said that it turns brown when it grows up. Its personality,
That's a damn lie.
Its personality is a naughty boy type that fiddles with everything it sees. The red fur growing on its back from the top of its head moves according to Gomamon's emotions. And when it gets angry, the fur bristles. Gomamon's claws are strong enough to easily break through solid ice, so you'll have a painful experience if you take it lightly. Its special move is commanding its tiny fish followers. The attribute is Vaccine. It's gained 2 more inches from its in-training level, so it's 1 foot 8 inches now. And its attack is Marching Fishes and Claw Attack. So it's got the same attack as Aquaman. It can command fishes. In the anime, much unlike his insecure partner, Gomamon is brash and confident. He is extremely energetic and loud, and often says tactless things. However, though he's the first to tease Joe for his panicky behavior, he truly cares for his partner and hopes to inspire confidence and courage in Joe's heart.
Don't you fuck this up, Joe.
Yeah, and that was, come on, Joe. All right, next up in the Digivolution, we have the champion level, Ikakumon.
Ikakumon. all that thing about growing up and having brown fur is a damn lie.
A marine beast Digimon that is covered in the computer of an Arctic explosion base. Its thick fur and stout body are structured so that it can endure freezing lands. Its sharp horn is made of Digizoid, one of the rare metals, and the skin under its fur is just as hard. The portions of its soles where its claws attach are heat tops that are able to give off high temperatures at will. As such, it's able to maintain its tight footing whenever it's on ice, but isn't able to move very nimbly. When in battle, it will intimidate the opponent with the impressive roar similar to a lion's. Its special move is shooting its regrowing horn off. Attribute is Vaccine, stands at 12 foot tall, and its attack is Harpoon Torpedo.
Yeah, he used to do that shit a lot.
Harpoon Torpedo.
Yeah.
Yep. Next up, we have the Thor lookalike,
One of my favorites.
Zudomon. Ikakumon evolved further, and as a power Digimon, it became able to walk on two legs. It further guards its well-temperatured muscles with protectors, which are made from the pelt and the shell that it stole from another Digimon.
Oh, Jesus.
The horn on its head has been replaced with one that is impossible to regrow, so it voluntarily possessed it into a saw shape.
It'll also be hard to get out once you stab somebody.
Yeah.
Because of those reverse claws. Jesus.
However, all is said and done, its strongest weapon, which is dug up from the ancient ice, is its Thor's hammer, made of Digichromazoid. Its special move is striking the opponent with the shockwave and sparks produced when it swings down Thor's hammer.
The shockwave, not the fucking blunt force trauma of a hammer cracking your skull.
Its attribute is Vaccine. This motherfucker stands at 26 foot tall.
Damn.
And its attack is Vulcan's Hammer. Even though it's Thor's hammer, the attack is called Vulcan's Hammer.
Is it Vulcan the Roman version of Thor? He's like he's the god of war.
Vulcan?
Yeah, I think so.
You sure? No.
I'm a genius.
The Greek version for the god of war is Ares, and the Roman god is Mars.
One of those has to be Vulcan, I'm sure of it.
Vulcan was the blacksmith.
Vulcan? Mm-hmm. You mean Hephaestus?
But Roman.
Was Vulcan? Mm-hmm. Maybe he was, because I remember in American Gods, there was a Vulcan that was an arms manufacturer.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
You're getting them all mixed up.
Well, because he was like doing weapons and stuff, I assumed he was a war god.
Like with war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last up in the Digivolution is the Mega Level Vicamon.
This one looks fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It's like a dog.
A beast man type, old Mega Level Digimon, which governs the freezing lands of the digital world.
Fucking knuckles so short they can fucking drag him on the ground. For I guess an arm so long and drag his knuckles all over the floor.
Its fur has become like ice crystals. It can annihilate a mountain in one swing, distorting space itself.
Distorting.
And though in the midst of battle it appears as a heartless berserker, it shows a face of great compassion for its subordinates. Its special move, Arctic Blizzard, momentarily brings the surrounding atmosphere to flash freezing the temperatures, so that way they flash freeze the opponent, who it then smashes with Mjolnir. So it actually has a name for the hammer now. It previously got Thor's hammer, and then it finally knew the name of it.
Like, oh, that's the name of it.
That the opponent's smashed body becomes like a blizzard is what gave it its name. Mjolnir. Attribute is Data. Stands at 47 foot.
Damn.
It's a gigantic motherfucker. Next, we move on to the Palmon line.
What the fuck? That first one is so weird.
Its baby form is Uramon, a seed Digimon whose whole body is covered in the substance with appearing as a long, soft hair.
Yeah.
It seeks an environment suitable for its growth and drifts lightly through the air, like a dandelion seed. If it finds a place where there will be no intruders and where the environment is good, it will settle to the ground and begin preparations for evolution. Its offensive ability is practically nil, so it will spit out adhesive bubbles to hinder the opponent's movement, then seize the opportunity to escape. Data is the attribute. It stands at 11 inches, so for a baby level Digimon, it's decent size.
Yeah.
And its attack is adhesive bubbles. Righty, then we go up to Tanamon. a bulb Digimon, which has something that looks like a plant sprouting from its head.
Yeah.
Due to its extremely timid personality, if it senses an intruder's presence, it will burrow with the 4 feet at the base of its body and completely bury part of its body in the ground. Once it is completely hidden underground, the thing growing from its head assumes the camouflage of a plant, allowing it to defend its body from intruders. However, this is ineffective against herbivorous Digimon that will try to eat it.
Oh God.
So it's like it really has to think about when it wants to do this. It's like, what kind of a Digimon is coming up here? Alrighty. It stands at 1 foot 9 inches, and its attack is adhesive bubble. So it doesn't gain a new ability from its baby form. Next up, we actually have Palmon.
Was this one really sassy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Remember that one?
Sassy little Digimon. A plant Digimon with a tropical flower blooming from its head. It is an unusual type which is classified as a plant based on its outward appearances and special abilities, even though it has a reptile arms. I guess so.
Still like leaves to me.
Yeah. During the day, it opens up the flower on its head and spreads its leaf-like arms. It usually buries its root-like feet under the ground, and although it is absorbing nutrients, it is also able to walk. As for the flower on the head, when it is joyful or happy, it will waft around a sweet fragrance, but when it is angered or senses danger, it releases a foul stench that will drive off even large Digimon. Its special move is in entangling the opponent in ivy laced with a powerful toxin. If you suffer this attack, your body will be completely paralyzed.
Jesus.
Attribute is vaccine. Stands at 2 foot 5 inches, and its attack is poison ivy.
The character?
No, it just throws poison ivy at you. There
What
you
if
go.
in this world she controls poison ivy, like poison ivy controls plants in her world?
Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious. A little version of poison ivy.
Oh man.
In the anime, Palmon has a childlike and playful personality, easily getting along with pretty much everyone. She is similar to her partner Mimi in many traits. She is a girly, ditzy, and is extroverted. Palmon is also very sensitive, as she cried at the end of season 1 because she didn't want to say goodbye to Mimi. She is also a kind Digimon, as she is always worrying and trying to help everyone she can. Champion level we move up to is Togemon,
She is buff as fuck.
where he's got some boxing gloves.
Yeah, boxing gloves.
A plant Digimon with the appearance of a gigantic cactus. It can store nutrient data within its body and can even survive for a long time in the empty desert areas. What it's thinking usually cannot be understood at all by trying to discern it from its facial expression, as it spends most of its day staring off into space. It's kind of like fucking special ed.
Looks like he looks dumb as fuck. Like, got no eyeballs.
However, once Togemon is angered, that expression changes completely.
To what? And this is the same fucking face. What would the other expression be?
I guess where it's like eyes get squinted,
God.
like pissed. It starts getting violent and it becomes unable to settle down. Its attribute is data. Stands at 8 foot 5 inches, and it's got attacks of needle spray and knockout fist.
Nice.
So it'll pummel you and beat the shit out of you.
Surprised got just regular boxing gloves and not spiked boxing gloves.
It's already got all the spikes on his body, so I just take a couple of those and
Yeah, just stick them onto your boxing gloves.
ultimate level we move up to is Lilymon,
This one's great.
a fairy Digimon born from beautifully blooming flower petals. Although it looks like it has an appearance of a human child, it is an ultimate level Digimon hiding an unfathomable power within. Due to its whimsical, tomboyish nature, it is said that it will open its heart to a human girl with a similar temperament. Also, because it sometimes becomes unable to settle down if it starts crying like a crybaby. A great effort is necessary to win it over. However, it is also an aspect that kindly... It's got the aspect that kindly extends its hand to small or weak things. It can fly in the air with its 4 leaf-like wings growing from its back, and it is said that Lilymon flies by a fresh breeze. Basically wherever it goes by, there's a fresh breeze, clean air.
Okay.
Its special move is thrusting both of its arms forward, making a gun muzzle from the pedals on its wrist and shooting an energy shell.
Nice.
Attribute is Data, stands at 4'2". Attacks are Flower Cannon. So it's a nice little Digimon, but it'll fuck you.
Starting to see a trend where I like the Ultimate more than the Megas.
Yeah.
The last three. Yeah, the last four. The fucking Thor one. The Mega Kabuterimon. The cool bird one.
Garudamon.
And the Wergarurumon. Yeah, I like all the their Ultimates more than the Megas.
Yeah.
Like they didn't try with the Megas. It's making me mad.
Yeah, but you have to also remember that a lot of these didn't appear in season 1. They ended with the ultimate level.
Yeah, they all except for the main two.
Mm-hmm. These are all from a little bit later on in the series, whenever they came back as a little bit older kids, where you got more information later on. So our mega level is Rosemon, a fairy Digimon with the appearance resembling a rose instead of a lily. It is referred to as the Queen of Flowers. It has the appearance of a beautiful woman and desires to remain beautiful forever. Its personality is more or less that way, and though it is excessively self-conscious about such things, its true strength does not, in fact, compare unfavorably with other Ultimates, or Megas in the US version. Also, it wears a jewel, which is engraved with the symbol of love and beauty. This Tiferet that it possesses is said to promise it eternal beauty and power. Its ultimate move is taming Digimon, no matter how frenzied, with its thorned whip charged with electricity.
Looks like her safe word is flowers. Because you got a whip and everything.
I know. That's the first thing
I'm going to tame you today. No matter how difficult you are.
It is said that those who suffer this technique become Rosemon slaves, body and soul.
Oh, okay. Lick my boots, you filthy maggots.
You seen kind of where this went and what direction it went in.
Especially with the big black boots she's got on.
I know. Also, it can bring down the opponent using its whip as a rapier.
I'll whip you or I'll stab you.
Additionally, as for the Digimon who suffer Rosemon's ultimate forbidden temptation attack.
Why are some of those words like marked off?
Because it didn't come up the way I wanted it to.
Oh, I thought like it was like
That's why I was trying to
classified information.
No. Their data is beautifully destroyed in a shower of innumerable rose petals.
Thank you, Rosemont.
Its attribute is Data, not virus, apparently. Its height is approximately somewhere around 6 foot, because it's a little bit taller than a normal person.
Big woman.
Yeah. Attacks are Thorn Whip and Rose's Rapier.
Oh, God, she's going to rape you.
Next one, we move over to the Tailmon line, or in English, Gatomon.
See what I mean about the Megas? Oh, it's quite a drastic change.
Well, that's the main timelines Digivolution, but there's another one. So the ultimate actually Digivolves into Ophanimon, which is just a normal humanoid character. Alrighty, so we start off with Yuki My Botimon.
UK my booty mon. That's exactly what you said. Yuki my booty mon. I swear, that's what I heard.
You remember the first one that we seen though? Botamon? This is the Yuki Me Botamon.
Oh.
It's the white version of the black.
Oh. So Agumon's like relative?
Kinda.
That's cool, I guess.
A baby Digimon whose whole body is covered in fluffy white hair. It is considered a species
adopted, I guess. Agumon's.
It is considered a species of Botamon and was named Yoki Botamon after its white body. But the details are not clearly known, as it is weak to heat and tends to prefer cold places, so its body feels cold to the touch. Its attack technique is breathing out freezing cold air. When Yokimi Botamon exhales, the moisture in the air freezes and falls with brilliantly glittering light. Attribute, none. Height is 4 inches, so it's only a little 4-inch little...
Sir, in some places 4 inches is massive.
His
Downright huge.
his attack is bubbles.
Every fucking attack is bubbles.
Bubble.
Jesus.
Well, they're babies. It's like, next up, we have Nyaromon.
It goes from cat to dog to back to cat.
Yeah,
That's
kind
what
of.
it looks like.
Yep. So the end training is a tiny Digimon, which has a cat-like characteristics.
It's got a tail.
It is always capricious, and that behavior seems to have been attached to Nyaromon as a result of it being like a cat. Although it's sometimes frivolous due to its overflowing curiosity, it also has a lonely side. Its special move is puffing up its tail, making the hairs like wires, and then striking the opponent.
So this one just legit attacks.
Yeah.
Where everyone else hides and is non-defense, it's all defense. This one's like, fuck you, here you go.
Yeah. However, there has never been an opponent. Hang on a second. However, there has never yet been an opponent observed to flinch from this attack.
Oh, so it's a chihuahua.
Yeah. Stands at 9 inches tall. Has a foxtail, and it uses its attack, which is called foxtail.
9 inches tall. Oh, height, like from we're talking vertical,
Yes.
not width.
No.
Okay.
We're not talking about like the actual length of the.
The long ass tail is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Next up, we have the
Actual chihuahua.
the actual rookie level. So this is the compared to everybody else. Gatomon does have a rookie level. Salamon. in
All
English.
right, because Garamon was a champion.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So Salamon is a holy.
And it was always Garamon.
Yeah. It didn't.
It was always it was always a champion level.
Yep. A holy species Digimon, child characterized by its lobe ears. Because it is still very young, it is unable to manifest its holy powers, and isn't even aware of its own mission. For that reason, it is naturally insecure, so it can either become good or evil. However,
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good or evil, so whatever one comes first is what I'm going to be. Jesus.
However, the time will come whenever Salamon, who was born as a holy species Digimon, will awaken to its mission as one of the angels. Also, Salamon, it's blacked out, so I can't even read it.
Oh.
And because it was made to imitate the pets that live with humans, it has an appearance close to that of a real animal, with a special move, puppy howling, a super high-pitched bark, like a
Oh,
child.
so it is a dog.
It completely paralyzes the opponent. Attribute is vaccine. Height, it stands at 1 foot. And its attacks are puppy howl. So it can basically paralyze you.
It's just like, bow wow.
Wow. Alrighty.
So
Next-
why the fuck? They're like, you know what? It's like... It's here's how I see it, like the draw, right? The artist, like, I want a cat. No, let's make it a dog. Oh fuck it, I must be in a cat. Like that's legit. Like I want to start with a cat. Oh, I want a dog instead. Oh, I'm gonna make it a cat then. Now it's an angel. It's like, what the fuck? Are you high?
Next up, we have Gatomon. It's funny because they use the Spanish word
Yeah.
for cat.
El gato gordo.
It has a very healthy curiosity, so it loves pranks. Although its body is small, it is a precious holy species Digimon.
That would probably fuck up Meowth.
Yo, yeah.
Just fucking wreck his shit.
And talk shit the entire time.
Yeah. Both be talking shit, and then Meowth loses.
And its appearance does not match the true strength it possesses. It wears a holy ring on its tail, proof that it is a holy species Digimon. But if this holy ring is lost, its power is decreased and it can no longer exhibit its original power. Which is what happened in Digimon Adventure 2.
Jesus, loses his fucking rings on his tail, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it won't lose it very often.
To defend itself, it wears long claws. Its special moves are using these long claws and attacking an opponent.
Like, to defend itself, it's got long claws, and its attack is these big ass fucking claws.
Yep.
Is what they pretty much wrote.
Yeah, and manipulating the enemy with a piercing glare. Those who suffer this glare will attack themselves. So
Kill yourself.
Pretty,
Kill yourself. That would be the most. Kill yourself. That would be the most fucked up episode of that. You're just like, you're a kid, like, what the fuck?
but you know what? Some of the crazy shit that has happened in Digimon, it wouldn't surprise me. Attribute is vaccine. Height, it stands at 1 foot 7 inches. That's a little cat. Attacks are lightning claw and cat eye hypnotism.
You should kill yourself. Can you imagine that shit whispering?
It'd be funny.
It'd be fucked up.
In the anime, due to her experiences from before she meets the chosen children, Gatomon is by far the most mature and level-headed.
Yeah, wasn't she a champion from the get-go?
Yeah.
She found him first or some shit?
Yep, because she was working with Myotismon.
She was bad at 1st?
Yeah, but she was friends with Wizardmon, and she defected from helping Myotismon after Myotismon killed Wizardmon.
Who was her? Was that little girl her? Because it was those two little kids compared to the teenagers. Yeah.
She puts her duty to protect above all else, even her own life, and is focused in an emergency. She is perceptive of the situation and dangers that they face and of the potential consequences, and she is often the one to summarize and rationalize all of this to the others, especially the other partner Digimon, as she tends to be a bit bossy towards them.
Well, she's a champion to their rookies. They always, yeah, especially with the ultimate, they go back down to fucking baby form.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was always at champion level.
And only there was only a few times.
Wasn't her champion level stronger than a regular ultimate? Because I know.
No.
I thought her champion levels, like for the holy ones, were a little bit stronger.
Yeah, she's a little bit stronger than other champion levels, so she could probably beat
most of the
like Greymon and stuff. Yeah, which is sad because she's so little, so little with so much power. In peaceful or safe times, she is more relaxed and is content to play around with other Hikari and other partner Digimon. And even to
imagine her just gaslighting her enemies. No one likes you. Your friends make fun. Your friends make fun of you behind your back.
With her hypnotism, yeah, that'd be fun.
You should kill yourself. Like, oh my god.
And even to indulge herself a bit, like Kari and Takashi Takaru, or the main character.
Yeah.
Gatomon is especially close friends with Tai's partner, TK, Patamon. She also has a teasing sense of humor and sometimes even goes as far as to mock and rile up minor enemies when she or her allies have thwarted them.
You know what you should do?
That's kind of what you just Gatomon is the only partner Digimon whose default form is not her rookie form, but her champion form. She attributes...
Why? Because they had to make her smaller. That's why it works.
Yeah.
You can imagine Greymon walking around all day.
Just stomping
through everything.
A two-story...
That's why none of them stayed in champion form.
Yeah.
Because that would make no sense.
They're too big.
There's also that one from your favorite series, the card one, where that red dinosaur got too big.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have it at his house, and he was fucking like he's like, oh no, they tried to paint him to disguise him, and like
Guillemon.
Yeah, because he wouldn't transform back to normal. He was stuck in that higher level, so he was too big. It's like he was all fucking blubbering, like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And his tear falls on the dinosaur, and he turns back to his regular size.
Yeah.
So I can see why they didn't want their base champion levels to be always there.
Yeah.
Because they'd just be they'd be fucking massive Digimon.
She attributes, though, her staying in this form to her greater self-discipline than the other partner Digimon. She typically only digivolves into lower forms other than Gatomon in special cases, where she has expended significant amounts of energy. For example, after the fight against Venom Myotismon, or after Jorgus evolving into Silphymon, she becomes Salamon again. She has only reverted to her baby form, Nyoromon, the one with the tail, twice. First in the fight with Ragulmon, Jesmon, and Alphamon, and then after the defeat of Ordenamon. So it's all like super, super high, crazy opponents. Next up in the Digivolution, we have Angelwoman, an Archangel Digimon with the appearance of a beautiful woman. Although it was previously classified.
Okay. I accept their transition. Okay. They say beautiful. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Sure.
It's all subjective, sure. She's fucking drop dead gorgeous. Sure. Just gaslighting everybody.
You're gonna have people on here that are Sims already.
I'm like, sure.
Although it was previously classified as an angel type, it was confirmed as an archangel type because of its greatness of its abilities. As their trait, champion angels have 6 wings, and ultimate level angels have 8 wings.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's got 8. Although its personality is extremely gentle, it cannot forgive those who are crooked or evil. It won't stay its hand from attacking until the opponent converts.
It will follow the Lord. Whether I gotta beat it into you or not.
Because of its soul and power, it is said to be a being like a goddess. The powerful lightning strike of its special move, Holy Arrow, is also known as Heaven's Punishment. And its deadly ray of light, Heaven's Charm, which is packed with beauty and affection, demonstrates its strongest efficacy against the evil powers of Digimon. Attribute is Vaccine. She stands at 9 foot 11 inches.
God dang.
You like tall women, there you go.
It's like a Lady Dimitrescu level.
Attacks are Celestial Arrow and Heaven's Charm. Another alternate Digivolution, though, for Gatomon is
An actual cat.
Lady Devamon.
Oh, it's not this one?
No.
Okay.
No, Lady Devamon is another Digivolution for her.
Okay.
So instead of becoming an angel, she becomes a devil.
Oh.
And in the series, Angel Woman and Devil Woman fought.
Just pulling hair and everything, huh?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. It literally happened. Mega level is Magnadramon.
It goes right back to a cat.
Cat and dragon.
This artist, he couldn't make up his mind with anything.
The ultimate form of God Beast Digimon. Its heroic appearance is reminiscent of a ruler of the sky.
Heroic? Okay, sure.
There are few who have seen this appearance, and it is not even
Those that have lost their fucking minds.
like that episode of Supernatural with Castiel.
What happened?
Did you never see that one?
No.
It was called, what was the name of the title of it? Lazarus Rising. Where it was the first episode that had Castiel in it. Mm-hmm. And it was after Dean was pulled up from hell. So they were trying to figure out what left the mark on Dean's body the entire episode. So they had a psychic try to contact with the being that they didn't know what it was at the time. Burned out her eyes.
Damn.
Completely. And then it was just Castiel. Let's see here. However, it is said that it suddenly appeared out of nowhere once whenever a gigantic evil energy had generated and laid waste to the evil with its vast power. Its special move is striking the opponent with the energy of justice, Holy Flame. Those who suffer this technique have the forms instantaneously erased. Attribute is Vaccine, and we do not have a height for it because it doesn't appear apparently as often as you would think it would.
Oh.
And the last of the Digivolutions for the lines that we had the Patamon line. We start off with Poyomon. Due to his inexperiences from before he meets the chosen kids. Let's see. No, did that get messed up? Yeah, that got messed up. Sorry, that was my bad. Alrighty, and
What info we got?
I'm trying to see here.
Oh, so basically, it looks like a fucking looks like the
little ghost.
Yeah, a ghost from Pac-Man. Then it becomes a 4-legged ball, a pink ball with some fucking gnarly eyebrows and quite the bite.
Yeah.
Then it becomes like a pug with wings.
Yeah, see, I got information on them. So.
Okay.
And so the one that bites is Tokomon, a tiny Digimon with limb-like protrusions underneath its body. Baby Digimon that have grown limbs are extremely rare, and their appearance is enormously cute. However,
Sure.
caution should be taken in reaching out to it whenever one's hand, just because of its cuteness. It is said to open its mouth wide and bite with fangs growing closely packed within. Having said that, it bears no ill will and has a very innocent personality. Stands at 10 inches tall, and its attacks are bubble and bite.
So she has an attack.
Bite.
Yeah, I can bite the shit out of you.
Like the first little picture that's in that same set, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a little cute little like something that girls would love, and the next one's like, what the fuck is that?
Fucking eldritch monstrosity.
Rookie form is Patamon, a mammal Digimon characterized by its large ears. It is able to fly through the air by using them as large wings, but because it only goes at a speed of 1 kilometer an hour. It is said that it's definitely faster walking instead of
Oh,
flying.
Jesus.
However, it's very popular because its appearance is cute when it is desperately flying. Though it seems not that it doesn't feel the same because it's trying and people are laughing at it.
Well, yeah, it's the fucking wings are in its eyebrows. This shit must be fucking exhausting.
Because it's sincere.
It's like opening and closing your eyes trying to fly.
Also, even though Patamon doesn't wear a holy ring, it is able to exhibit its hidden holy power, and it appears to have inherited the genes of the ancient Digimon. Its special moves are sucking in air and then spewing an air shot out in one burst, and striking the opponent with its large ears. Attribute is Vaccine. It stands at only 10 inches tall, so it hasn't grown any, really, at all. And its attacks are Boom Bubble.
It's got fatter, I guess.
Yeah, just super chunky.
Fatter, he got a tan on top of his head 'cause it's got no sunscreen. And the bottom is still normal.
And it probably increased in length, just not height.
Yeah.
In the anime, he is a very childlike and naive, and also very courageous and determined. Due to being a young mental age, he used to be easy to tears and quick to be insulted. By the Adventure 2, he has grown out of his babyish ways. Next up in the Digivolution, we have the champion level,
And they hyped this one forever in the first series.
Angemon.
Yeah.
An angel Digimon with 6 shining wings, whose body is clad in cloth so pure white as to be divine. It is a being of perfect virtue, and although it is called a Digimon that brings happiness while confronting evil, it does not stop attacking with extreme composure until the opponent is completely annihilated. On the countless times when the digital world is visited by a crisis, it is told that it descends to lead the Digimon of the same genus, which is won over from the dark side. It was originally of the same species. Its special move is striking the opponent with its shining golden fists. Attribute is Vaccine. It stands at 11 foot 10 inches. Attacks are Hand of Fate.
So his fucking attack is just these hands.
Yeah. And Angel Rod.
These hands in this dick.
I knew that's where I was going to go. It's like, you know what? You'll get it one of the way. How about that? Next evolution, we have the ultimate level, Magna Angemon. An Archangel Digimon with 8...
Look like this artist at least went with the same theme.
Yeah. The entire time, basically.
Yeah. Went from angel to buffer angel to buffest angel.
Yep. Alrighty. An Archangel Digimon with 8 shining silver wings. Magna Angemon's mission in the digital world is to act as a law enforcement officer. And it is at the duty of the
I am the law.
supervising and surveying the masses of the angel Digimon. Furthermore, while it usually takes the form of a... what is that?
They really censor some of these words. Like we're not supposed to know what this stuff is. It's all secret files. Gonna get a call from the FBI tomorrow. You ever looking up Digimon, sir?
It acts as the spokesperson for the essence of light, which tries to preserve the order of the digital world. When the digital world is shrouded by the essence of darkness, it changes into its battle mode to fight off evil. In its battle mode, it consigns the opponent to oblivion with the beam shield on its left arm and the holy sword Excalibur it wields on the right arm. Additionally, although Magna Angemon has his personality replete with gentleness and kindness whenever it's in its priest mode, it takes in an additional austere personality whenever it's in its battle mode. Its special move is manifesting a door leading to subspace from which there is no return, and consigning the opponent to oblivion through it.
Jesus.
Vaccines thought...
Talk about locking him up and throwing away the key.
Kind of, that's exactly what he does. Attribute is Vaccine. It stands at 16 foot, 6 inches. Attacks are Gate of Destiny, which is what it sends you off into the middle of fucking space with. And Excalibur's Grace, an attack from its... purple energy beam sword. Yeah. And then last of the Digivolutions for Patamon is Seraphimon, named after the seraphs from the Bible. A Seraph Digimon that is dressed in holy armor that shines silver and possesses 10 golden wings.
So
instead
this
of
goes up
8.
2 every time?
Yeah.
6, 8, 10?
Yep. As the highest ranking being among the angel Digimon, it rules over them, although its true face and personality is hidden behind a mask and cannot be glimpsed. It is the being closest to the being of good called God within the digital world, so the god of the digital world. It is told that whenever it descends for the final battle against evil beings, it will purify everything. Also,
No, it's a full Noah's Ark type situation.
yeah,
Just drown everybody.
its special moves are firing 7 superheated spheres of light at the opponent, and its greatest special technique, which sacrifices its mortal life to trigger the end, a big bang. So it just blows itself up,
So he kills himself and everyone with him.
and the attack is called Testament.
Testify, my brother. He just blows up all of existence.
And he stands at about the same height as Magna Angemon does. So he hasn't really increased much. But since Angewoman, Angemon, Magna Angemon, and Seraphimon, they're all like humanoid Digimon.
I don't know, the humans are 16 feet tall.
I said humanoid. I didn't say human. But those are the main
8.
the Digivolutions for the main 8 characters. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
I didn't even go off into all the offshoots. So
Like the card one.
because some of the card version has so many.
Is the greatest one ever?
No.
My favorite one ever?
Digimon Tamers? No.
Digimon.
Tamers. Where they just had the extra word at the end.
I love that card stuff. I could have sworn it was a game I could play with the cards.
It was.
I needed that game. I need to feel what it's like to tame a Pokemon.
Oh, well, they have that new Digimon came out too. The
That
new
Digimon Survive?
No, the card game.
Oh, card
A new
game?
card game.
Cool.
I think I have most of the sets.
Digimon. You know what you should do? Just watch a Gatomon just...
You're gonna think about that the entire time now. Where it's like, you know what you should do?
That's what you need to do. It's just... It sounds like that's exactly what she would do if it was M-rated.
Well, I got pretty close to that.
Gaslighting everybody.
You know, for a PG show, Digimon had a lot, like for instance, Wizardmon. He died. Like they killed that Digimon in the show.
That was the whole thing where like they just get deleted.
No, he didn't just get deleted though. He got like fucking murked by my Otismon. What's funny is that in the Japanese version, my Otismon is known as Vamp Demon. Because it's supposed to be vampire demon.
That sounds better.
But Myotismon is the genus for bats. Myotis. And then they just put Mon at the end.
They just put them on everything.
But the one thing I do like about Digimon versus Pokemon, Digimon can actually talk. Pokemon can't. Unless you're Meow. But I would love to see Gatomon versus Meow. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I don't know. The champion stuff was always like the tier stuff was always like, because like it's always like you can't beat this guy because you know he's an ultimate. You're only a rookie.
Yeah.
That stuff was kind of like it kind of restrictive for me sometimes.
Yeah, I did.
I always hated level based anything, even with Pokemon or fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
It's like it's over 9,000.
You see how fast they got rid of that?
Like it's so restrictive.
Yeah. Yeah, it most definitely is. But other than that, anything else to add before we head out today?
No. It's a great series. All this stuff is Digimon Tamers. Your favorite.
You're just gonna start thinking about Gatomon trying to get people to off themselves.
You know what you need to do.
We'll talk to you guys later.